Just the human is made in God's image. And therefore, we have value. We have inherent value. If you take away all of that, then we don't even have the values of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're not.
June is Pride Month, as the LGBTQ LMNOP society has deemed.
The idea of just having two fixed sexes is clearly out of style.
And they're coming out with something brand new this time. NBC has marked Pride Month with a documentary on queer animals.
Mother Nature is pretty open-minded. Sex is not just for reproduction.
It's clear that no matter where you...
So NBC has unveiled an upcoming documentary that focuses on examples of same-sex relationships and sex transitioning in the animal kingdom. So Queer Planet will be released on June 6th as part of Peacock's Pride Month.
The paparazzi really are everywhere. Everything you were taught as a kid is wrong.
So the project is billed as a first of its kind nature documentary and will explore hidden LGBTQ plus, and they're still searching for the trans ones. They're searching for the trans lions and tigers, communities among animals that have unconventional sexualities and genders.
Gay penguins, bisexual lions, sex-changing clownfish.
This is a queer planet.
Queerness has always existed. It's only in humans that we have such a stigma about it.
According to IndieWire, the documentary synopsis reads, take a worldwide journey exploring the rich diversity of animal sexuality, from flamboyant flamingos to pansexual primates. We're showing dicks and anals, and we will not show any vaginal, sex-changing clownfish, multi-gendered mushrooms, and everything in between. All right. So there you have it. Sex is not just for reproduction. The animals actually believe this, as you see here. I want to start with you, Shelley. What are your thoughts?
First of all, they don't know what animals believe, number one. I mean, they just don't. That's just a lie. They don't know what animals believe. Number one, animals are not even aware of themselves, okay? They have no self-awareness. They are, amoral. That's it. Not immoral, not moral, amoral. Animals out in the wild is one thing, and certainly domesticated animals are another. But domesticated animals, again, rely on human beings. They're lying. The animals that are the few animals or species that have this intersex, or whatever the word is that they use, they typically do so because of reproduction. That's why. So that's a lie that they say that's not a lie. They're lying. That's why they do it. Have there been cases, very few, of two male animals or maybe two female animals? Okay, but it's not the norm. That flamingo or peacock that shows its colors, they're typically males, and they are doing it, guess what? To mate with a female. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, I want to get you in on this, Nathaniel, because when we think about the animal kingdom, female animals, are they able to give consent? Yes. Or is this just rape? Is this rampant rape in the animal kingdom? And will that be the next documentary?
Well, okay, full disclosure, I used to teach biology at a college. From everything from microbiology to zoology to, basically everything. There are two primary ways organisms reproduce on this planet: asexually and then sexually. Now, there's a base between meiosis and mitosis. And basically, organisms that reproduce asexually are single cell organisms that cleavage apart, and they basically just clone themselves. Okay, that's basically how asexual reproduction works. Sexual reproduction works from the same. You have to have two egotes combined to create a zygote, which is a fertilized egg, which will produce a life form. Mostly vertebrate. Some invertebrates do it the same way, but mostly, the vertebrates are the ones that are doing, the sexual reproduction. Mushrooms are not animals. They are in a different category of
How
living
did they even get
creature.
to that? Mushrooms are animals. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
They
so
are trying
so
any
so
way
here's
they
the-
can to get LGBT and everything. It's not just Target. Now it's in the animal
well,
kingdom.
so I mean,
Even the animal species that reproduce asexually, why? Because they're still reproducing.
they
It's
are
still for
reproducing.
reproductive purposes.
And with the two lions, what they're showing is that, okay, in a pride of lions, there is a dominant alpha male. And many times a lion will have to show the younger lion or the other lion that they are not the dominant male, that they are the dominant male. And that is what is going on in this scenario.
That cannot be true, because if we are going along with this documentary and with the LGBTQ plus minus sign, they do not believe in dominant and submission. Everyone is equal. So what are you
No,
talking about?
that's
I'll
not
tell
how the
you
animal
what,
kingdom
I'll
works.
give you a proof. I can give you a proof where they'll start believing it. Go try to take a lioness's cub from her and see who wins. Go let one of them biologists or zoologists go try to take a cub from a gorilla or a baby gorilla, whatever, and let's see who wins.
Oh, please do. I can get it on YouTube so that I can get 1 million views. The thing is that it's just this is nonsense. And as far as it being rape, a lot of animals come into heat, like dogs, cats, so on and so forth. And those those females are hot to trot. And that's not rape, because trust me, I some of the places I see, there's a bunch of stray cats, and those females, if they're not getting it, they're keeping me up all night because they're howling and looking for a man. So it's not rape. The thing is that the animal kingdom has
First of all, it's not.
this,
We
though?
know it's not rape because animals don't rape each other. They are amoral. They have no moral code in the sense of rape or murder, things like that. Animals do what they do on instinct.
But why-
exactly.
but-
And it's not, and being gay is not part of their instinct. The instinct is to reproduce.
Exactly.
And it's creating dominance, telling the other male that these are my females, get away.
I want to talk about how they are trying, and when I say they, I mean this community, and I'm not talking about gay people. I'm talking about this community, the LGBT mafia. Why are they trying to push this narrative as to this is normal? Like we have gay and queer, in the wild.
I mean, I'll tell you why. Because like the left does, it destroys everything, certainly everything decent and good and beautiful and honorable. We can mess up something on a good day, but this is what they live for. And what they're ultimately trying to do is equate human sexuality with animal sexuality, and then if it just happens, then there's no way to even judge it. There's no way to have a moral code as a human being. If we're just animals, then hell, we can screw everything. We can change our own sex. We can be transhuman. We can be a male if we want. We can be a female if we want, and then that means we are justified. Remember,
or be animals, be furries.
we're justified no matter what we do.
Well, we already know this is what they're trying to do. We have here schools in Baltimore City, very prestigious private schools, where they have litter boxes because they're allowing children to identify as furries. I mean, if this isn't ridiculous, but they have been legitimized. This has been mainstream. They are trying to push this on our kids as young as preschool, kindergarten, on up to 12th grade. And we have our president or resident in chief.
Resident in chief.
Yeah, that has already co-signed and has pushed it through education.
Exactly. But at every level, it's just a different iteration. We talked about Morehouse. That's one iteration of dehumanizing. Like you mentioned in the elementary schools, that's another way, giving them a litter box and telling them they're animals. Again, we are regressing. We are regressing the human species, if you will, or at least being made to believe that the human species is lower. I'm sorry, but I tell people in my life, children, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. we are made a little lower than the angels, just a little lower than the angels, which means that if we're made in God's image, which we are human beings, it doesn't matter. Human beings, just a human is made in God's image. And therefore, we have value. We have inherent value. If you take away all of that, then we don't even have the values of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're not individuals. We're not human. We're just some animal that can change his or her sex whenever we feel like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, this is ridiculous.
And again, a lot of those schools they're losing enrollment very quickly. And so what needs to happen is you got to make sure that educational choice passes in all the states and all the jurisdictions. That way, these parents have an easier way of getting their children into schools that are actually teaching versus indoctrinating. I mean, that's gonna be the main focus. And then they also forget the fact that, you know, and animals, they're the ones that change genders is because they need to reproduce to make new children. So like there's too many males and not enough females. Some of those frogs will convert to females, so they can have more babies. This transgenderism isn't about producing new children. It's about being a narcissist, about getting attention, about look at me, I'm marginalized. I would be marginalized, you know, because I'm this, but now because I decide to be this, now I'm marginalized. And they've gone so far that being just a standard gay man is not enough.
And two things, Nathaniel, I want to correct what you said, something you said. Oh, I wouldn't say correct, but you said parents need to fight for more school choice. I'm at the point now where I tell parents, take your kids out of public school. Take them out. Don't take them out because
that's the thing. You take them out of public school.
Take them out. Don't even. I mean, you can fight for it, but take them out. If you have to teach them at home, knock on your neighbor's door, have a community school on your street, on your block, you would do much better with your children's education than that. But something just occurred to me, KJ, when you just talked about the this whatever the show is called, right?
Queer Planet.
I don't know if the audience is geared towards children, but it just dawned on me. Most children love animals, right? They remember what is it, National Geographic, things like that. You just love learning about all these different animals, right? Now they have spoiled this for children. And I mean, real animals, let alone the cartoons that they've corrupted. But real animals. Yeah. So a child wants to see this, you know, just want to learn about lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, right? They want to learn about all these animals, exotic animals. And damn it, now they have to be indoctrinated with queer animals who are gay or transgender. I mean, children are being corrupted at every turn.
And it's just for money. It's just for money.
Turn off your TVs, everything. This is ridiculous.
Read books. Get books. Read old books. If you grab one of my elementary books for mathematics from the year 1902, most college professors probably couldn't follow through. And this was meant for children that were 8, 9, 10 years old. It's all about the money. So this has become a money-making machine. So businesses can create marketing gimmicks and marketing products for Pride Month, like the rainbow flags and all the bottles and all the. It's just a way they created a Valentine's Day thing for the LGBTQ plus. Where you have to buy all this rainbow stuff. You have to put the rainbow flag. I mean, they're selling merch. It's merch. This is just a way for people to make money on destroying the innocence of our children.
Yes, it is about making money, but as you both mentioned, it is about perverting and destroying the innocence of young people. And that is what it is. And we've seen a trajectory or transition of sorts from, you know, gays to now we've got trans is the big thing. And next is going to be bestiality. Bestiality is coming. It is coming. They are going to start trying to legitimize having intercourse with animals.
Why would they not? Why would they not? Because if you can be a fairy, that means you're an animal, and animals want to reproduce with other animals. Why would they not? It's already here for if you take the next logical step. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, destroying the innocent. Yes, that's what it is. Ultimately, it's evil. It's evil because you are corrupting young minds before they've even had a chance to develop. Before they've even had. There's a period in the normal child development where you have your best shot to start inculcating a moral foundation. Well, they are corrupting them before they even get to the preschool and the school age level. So they're going to go into school warped. Take them out of these schools. Take them out of these schools. Turn off your TVs because 99.99% of what is on is perverted.